Do you ever dream about having fresh herbs all year round and not having to run to the store to buy them, but you lack the space or just the green thumb? What if I told you there was a real easy way to grow a surprising amount of food all year round? There is, with the Gardyn Studio. This is a smart AI-driven indoor hydroponic system that's going to solve all those problems for you. So let's dive in to see what this thing can do. Hey everybody, welcome to Chill Dad Reviews. If this is your first time here, thank you for clicking on this video. In my channel, I try to give you my honest and unbiased opinion in a chill and concise manner for all different types of products and services that come my way. So with that, let's start jumping into the details, and we're gonna start off with the price. So behind me, I have the Gardyn Studio version, which is gonna be about $499. It holds up to 16 plants and has a 4-gallon tank. It comes with a 2-year limited warranty, and they do offer a 60-day free trial risk-free. They also have a larger version that's like double the size, but it's close to $800. That price does include a free starter kit of 16 Y cubes. Their Y cubes is going to be your seeds and this special kind of insulation thing that they put it in to germinate, which just pops into all the slots on the towers. And they also give you a 30-day free trial for their premium membership service, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Now, this does come in a large box, and you will need to put together all the pieces to get this system up and running. For me, it was real easy and simple. The instructions were pretty clear, and I was able to put it all together within an hour. After I put it all together, I placed it in the area where it was going to live. Then I started doing a little bit of reading on the Y cubes. You will need to look up the plants that you're going to be growing and figure out what kind of light it's going to need. Certain plants require more light than others, and they give you a chart to follow. So if you have plants that are going to need more light to grow and nourish, you're going to have to place that on the inner side of the pipes. And if it needs less light, it's going to go on the outer sides. It does walk you through, and it does tell you how to figure it out and look through the chart. These Y cubes are just plant pods that make it easy to plant and grow. And they're made of compostable materials. Now, on the base of the tank, there is a solid piece of wood that has a really nice finish. And it would be nice if you can customize that to fit the aesthetics and decor of your home. And then it was time to get it plugged in and then connect it to the app and then start putting in all the water it needed. And getting the app all set up, it's just like any other IoT device. You will need to create an account, make sure you have your Bluetooth location services turned on, and then get it all connected. I didn't have any issues. It did it within a few minutes, and I had the app up and running. One major thing I did not like with the account creation and app setup, they do prompt you to enter your payment information like a credit or debit card for their premium membership service. I couldn't find a way to like cancel it or skip it. It was like, give me your card or you're not continuing. Like there was no way to go around it. Even though they give you that 30-day free trial, they force you to give your payment information. I don't really like that. I think that's crappy business practices, and I really think they should change that. So now I just want to talk a little bit more about what the system is doing and what it can offer. Now, this is a soil-free hydroponic system, and it has a giant LED strip baked right in the front of it to give your plants plenty of light. It's going to efficiently water your plants automatically, and it also uses less water than traditional gardens. Now, their smart features is going to be based off a camera, sensors, and then their AI assistant, which is going to be called Kelby. That's going to be baked into the app. And now their AI Kelby is basically taking all that information from these sensors and camera and then analyzing your plants to determine, when it needs to be watered, how often, the amount of light it's going to need, when you need to give it plant food, when you need to trim your plants, when they're ready to harvest, and all those factors. And it'll give you tasks and tell you like, hey, you need to give it more water, you need to give it more plant food, and increase your light schedule. It'll give you a list of things you need to do and kind of like ping you and give you a notification on the app, and you can see all this in like a long log. And from my experience, it's worked so far. Every time it's told me to do something and I did it within a certain time frame, I do notice a difference in the plants. It really does help take out that element of guessing and trying to remember if you water your plants or when you need to do things, especially if you're growing things outside and you have to keep on top of it almost like daily. This really does take out that equation. As long as you have water in there, you put plant food, you do the things it does tell you from time to time, then you should be golden. You will have plants that are growing. So after you set up the Y cubes in the best spot, then it's a matter of just letting it do its thing. You just have to wait for all the seeds to germinate and start growing. And for any reason they don't germinate within a certain time period, you can actually send those Y cubes back to them. After a few weeks, I started noticing things were sprouting and starting to grow. And then it just started blowing up from there. Everything started growing so fast, and within about 2 months, I had a ton of plants and greens to use. All the roots were healthy, the greens were fluffy, crisp, and just nice and lush. Unfortunately, 2 plants that I tried to grow didn't work out too well. I tried growing strawberries, which kind of died and just didn't really grow, and then the yellow Swiss chard. Not sure, maybe I put it in the wrong place and I needed to give it more light, but other than that, everything has grown just fine. In the app, you'll be able to customize the lighting, schedule, and water, and then be able to see how much water is in the tank. You'll also be able to get a live view of your plants using the camera that's built into the LED light strip. And a journal tab, which automatically will create a time lapse of your plants growing that you can customize and share it with your friends or family. And access to their shop to purchase plants, seeds, and all the other types of garden stuff that they offer. And then the last tab is the Kelby AI Assistant. Now that premium membership service is $39 per month. That's going to include that AI Assistant, access to their journal kind of like time-lapse feature. They'll give you 10 Y-Cube credits each month that you can use to purchase other plants, and access to exclusive plants that aren't available anywhere else, and give you 60% off on select plants and microgreens, and also give you access to their vacation mode, which will pause the schedules and everything while you're away from your home. They do give you a bigger discount if you do sign up for 1 or 2 years on that membership service. Right now, it's actually doing a water cycle and watering all the plants right now. I don't know if you can really hear it with the lapel mic, but it's not very audible. It's very low and you shouldn't hear it in another room. It has a slight hum to it, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I'll turn closer to the unit and you tell me if you can hear it. All right, so now I just want to kind of cover the positive and things that I liked about this system. The biggest thing is just going to be the ease of use and the simplicity of it. I'm telling you, this is a no-brainer. You'll be able to get fresh plants all the time without any fuss. I really like its small footprint and vertical design, so you can be able to grow multiple plants at the same time and not taking up a lot of room. And the last thing I really like is all the information they have available and guides to walk you through everything to really make it super simple and easy to understand. And the huge variety of plants, herbs, vegetables, and fruits that you can buy and use. And now let's go into some of the things I didn't like. The first thing is going to be what I talked about before with the app setup and account creation, with forcing you to give your card information up front to get everything set up. I personally don't see a reason to do that, especially if it's a 30-day free trial. I don't really like when companies do that because they're hoping that you forget about it and they keep charging you and getting that money for a service you're not using. I think they should change that, but that's my personal opinion. And the second thing is going to be the vacation mode that's only part of the membership service. You should be able to use that without paying a membership fee. All you're really doing is turning off the scheduling and disabling things so it doesn't run when you're away from your home. That doesn't really seem a reason to pay a premium price for. Another minor thing, I know the membership service is completely optional. However, I think it is a bit expensive. And even if you were to pay the full year up front, you're still gonna have to shell out over $400. I think a better approach would be to break out the membership into 2 tiers. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think I'll be paying $40 a month for this service. And the last and final thing is gonna be the little leaf cover that is used to take on and off when you wanna pour water in the tank. It's been difficult sometimes to pop it out, and I even had to use a butter knife to get it off. I think it just needs like a ribbon or a small tab that you can easily pull it out to get access to the tank. All right, that's gonna cover everything on the Gardyn Studio. If you wanna learn more about them, you'll have to go to their website. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with them. But if you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, smash that like button, put some comments below and let me know what your thoughts are on this hydroponic system, and consider subscribing to my channel. And that's it, everybody. I'm out of here and I'll see you in the next one.